Shalom and welcome to Looking Up. I think we would all agree that the words that we choose to speak are very important. A word can help, a word can heal, a word can save someone's life, or, God forbid, a word can hurt or harm someone. The Torah teaches us that the Jews should be very careful in choosing the words that they speak. And we should be especially cautious when making a promise because we're held responsible for keeping it. And this week's Torah portion teaches us more about it. This week we read two Torah portions called Matot and Masei. And we finish the fourth book of Torah called Bamidbar in the desert. The Torah portion Matot starts by introducing the laws of vows and oaths. When a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to obligate himself by a pledge, he must not break his word but must do everything he said. A vow is a statement about a thing. For example, I declare that a certain food is forbidden to me. An oath is a statement about an action. For example, I swear that I will run a marathon, or I'll swear that I will never smoke a cigarette. The Torah teaches us that we should never rush to make a vow or an oath. In fact, someone who makes vows or promises regarding trivial matters transgresses greatly and causes desecration of God's name. Why is it such a big deal? Why is the making of vows strongly discouraged? What's very important to understand is that we're given this power of speech, and that power of speech is what binds us as human beings to God. When someone makes a vow, he creates a Torah-based reality with that power of speech, which is amazing. That shows how much spiritual power we possess and teaches us to use that power wisely. Another aspect of a vow and why it binds us is that it expresses something deeply true about us. Can a vow or an oath be cancelled? Yes, it can be. If someone made a vow and then realized later that it was a mistake, they can go to a wise man who is knowledgeable in Torah laws and ask him to cancel the vow. It must be determined that the vow was actually not representative of our deepest self. So the wise man should have a great insight into the human nature. If he determines that the vow that the person made was not something he thought it would be, then such a vow can be cancelled. Alternatively to asking a wise man, we can ask a group of 3 Jewish men to cancel a vow. Such a group makes a Beis Din, a Jewish court, and it says that God Himself operates through them. There is a custom when someone makes a promise to add bli neder, which in Hebrew means without a vow. For example, I might say, I will give $100 in charity, bli neder, just to make sure what I said was not a vow. Making unnecessary vows is an abuse of our extraordinary power of speech. Just like God speaks only what's necessary, which is why the Torah does not contain one unnecessary word, so should we. Shabbat Shalom.